And we are kind of back. I mean, so I know the word of the year is consistency, and believe me when I tell you, folks, we've tried.
We tried.
This week, these last 2 weeks have been so hard. First off, our system is completely jacked up.
It's down. Down goes Frazier.
Man, we're recording through means that we vowed to never use.
We literally had to MacGyver our setups.
I don't know if it's like a Y2K situation where 2019 came along and it just completely ruined my setup.
It just, man, bro.
I don't know if somebody dropped the EMP on my get down, but it's awkward and it's frustrating and it's killing me because I want to give you guys the best quality. Like,
of course, and this episode's not gonna have video because there's just no way we can. At this point right now, we don't know what the problem is. I'm sitting here fidgeting. I don't know what to do. I hate being in this position where we know the problem, but we can't fix the problem.
Yeah, I have no idea what to do.
You know,
like it feels so strange being this locked out of something so basic.
Bruh, my head hurts.
Yeah, like go ahead.
But 2019, consistency.
Exactly.
We're there. We're making this happen.
Like I'm so consistent. I'm trying to be so consistent, guys. I have my daughter in my lap. Like, she's sitting right here. She's actually mellowed out and she's like rubbing her ears, trying to go to sleep, but she's probably going to do the whole cry thing in a second. Mm-hmm. I hope she doesn't.
Baby girl Maya, please don't.
I know. I'm like begging, like, don't you believe it?
I swear that was the best episode of Time with Jerry.
Bro, I'm telling you. But hey, what's so funny is I got to be careful because I'm trying not to laugh too hard because that'll ruin this whole experience.
Oh yeah, the whole moment's over.
Yeah, it'll be done. It'll be so gone.
But we are here. We are back.
Yes, we are.
And I want to stay consistent. Consistency. Right now it's 9:30 at night, and we about to make this happen, bro.
Oh yeah. Ooh, let me tell you, bro. So I ran into my very first hardcore, like, I hate you post. Comment on YouTube. Now I'm gonna tell you just straight up, and we normally don't talk about too extremely political or social topics because it's not why we're here.
Yeah, exactly.
But this kind of spilled over because it deals with my Baron J67 brand. And I watched the trailer reaction. I did a trailer reaction video for the new Killer Mike series on Netflix called Trigger. It's called Trigger Warning.
Okay.
Like, it's in the title.
Yeah.
They like you. It clearly tells you, hey, forewarning. It's gonna make you itch. And it's gonna make you probably want to cuss somebody out.
Yeah.
And it's probably gonna make you want to fight.
Exactly.
Like, this ain't, like, it immediately makes it tells you up front.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, I do the trailer reaction video, and a guy comes out and calls me a racist.
A racist?
He called me a racist, and I can't believe he was disappointed in me for sharing racist views.
What?
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm a Native American black dude. Like,
how did we come to be, bruh?
Yeah, and I'm like, I mean, I don't hate anybody.
Yeah.
But long story short, I probably have the longest comment. I have the longest comments in YouTube history. If you go
3
on my
pages,
video,
you got like a...
the comment looks like something off of Facebook.
Really?
But it's on YouTube.
I want to go look at it.
Yeah, and I'm not going to read it because that's not what we're here for.
Of course.
What we are here for is my snoring daughter and what games we've been recently playing. Mm-hmm. So, what have you been playing lately?
Well, I kind of want to, not like too much into it, but how does it feel? How did it feel to have like your first like you knew you were getting a dislike, like like that. You knew, like after reading that, he was the one that disliked the one dislike. The one dislike you got, you knew that was him, right? Like,
you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I seriously felt good. Moments like that, like even when I first got my very first dislike, or in this, and then this is a new tier. When you get to the point where people are taking the time to tell you how much they hate what you did, I feel like I'm reaching a lot of people.
You've made it.
I feel like I've made it. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's a beautiful feeling.
Yeah,
like,
I just tell people all the time, like it's even something that I try to like teach, like my kids is like you gotta have duck feathers, you know. And then with this specific thing with content creating, a lot of people, you know, some people aren't gonna share the same views as you, and some people are gonna be extreme to the left of your situation of how you may say something or what you may view something or how you may view something. So it's kind of like, hey, bro, you know, the comment section is here for you to write whatever you want to write. Have at it. You know what I'm saying? So I would never close my comments. I don't think I would ever turn them off. They're there for that reason. Let people talk. Let people express themselves. Even if it's the worst of the worst, it's there for that specific reason. So I kind of just, I'll read them and then I'll just skirt on by. Or like when the one thing I hate was when people try to, like you create something and people try to tell you that what you created shouldn't have been created the way you created it. Like, what do you mean? Yeah. I created it. It's what I created.
And then what made it even funnier is it's literally titled a trailer reaction.
Yeah.
Like, so for one, I have not watched the show because the show wasn't even out when I did the trailer.
Exactly.
I still to this day haven't watched the show.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, because you know me, man, I like to tone things down and bring it level.
Yeah.
Because shouting in all caps doesn't do anything for me.
That don't do nothing for me.
It don't do nothing for me. I don't get off on that. I actually enjoy solid conversation, but I had to refrain the guy's tone, and I told him, I was like, hey, or said person, who knows who it is. It could be an alien for all I know. I made it clear, I was like, let's take a step back. Remember, this is a trailer reaction video. And then also, where do you stand on these topics? Because he was talking about it's nonsense and the things he's bringing up aren't real issues. And I'm like, well, he's addressing economy. He's addressing the church. He's addressing the government as a whole, but all from the perspective of African Americans or black people.
Yeah.
So is him focusing on one group racist? No. Is him focused? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, if nobody gets mad at Susie G. Coleman because she's worried about breast cancer, nobody's going around getting mad at the color pink. Like nobody.
Yeah, I just feel like it's your content, especially in the realm of what we're at, where we're at in today's. Yeah. It's my content. Like, yes, you're heavily sought after in comments. People are expecting people to comment. I feel like the only people who don't want to read comments are people who receive negative stuff on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's your page. It's your, you know, it clearly was a trailer reaction. I just find that very very disturbing. But in the same breath, the comment section is there for him to say whatever he want to say. So, but I mean, I just was looking at the whole. Hey, man, you got to dislike. You know where it came from. He's right there, like
making it very clear. Like, hey,
exactly. So, I mean, especially with with YouTube. He gave you the view, and this is something we've stressed on here about like views and watching things. Hey man, if you don't care for it, don't watch it.
That part.
Don't watch it, bruh.
And but I think he was more shocked at the fact that I took the time to really respond. Because at first I gave him a real general answer, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, this video made you feel that way."
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. The video is what it is.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, that's a generic answer." And I was like, "Oh, so I gave him what he wanted." I was like, "Well, you're complaining about something that neither one of at this point I have not watched."
Yeah, you ain't even seen it. But
yeah,
you sure is mad.
yeah. And I'm like, I'm speaking purely from what we've all seen here in this video because clearly I made the video.
Yeah.
So based on the video. Yeah, and I said it just like this. It was radical. It was pointed towards one group of people and the benefit of one group of people, but not at the cost of other groups of people.
Mm-hmm.
That it was as simple as that.
Yeah.
You know. But besides that point, what games you been playing?
I actually started downloading the Resident Evil demo, and your boy PlayStation crashed.
Oh,
sent the report over to Sony. So I think it was because my hard drive was full. I want to say that was the reason. I had to go through and delete some stuff off my hard drive, but we should be good. We should be good tonight. I think after this, I'm going to start the re-downloading process and get it on there. So, because I want to play it. And then, it being only 30 minutes of gameplay is kind of like... And then how I felt about them, creating the Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, this will be a solid way. This will be a way for us to determine whether or not we're going to go half on it.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, and then I already seen people talking about Game of the Year.
Oh,
and
God.
I'm like, bruh, this is a demo, bro. 30-minute demo that you can't even really break down. That people have to find glitch like hacks to play it unlimitedly on their account. So, bruh, really chill, bruh.
Hey, no lie, dude. I'm actually quite terrified of horror games.
Mm-hmm.
And a part of me wants to do a whole series of streaming this.
Bruh. But
it's going to be bad because I know I am absolutely terrified.
Bruh.
Like, no question.
No, you need to play... Well, I mean, Resident Evil after a certain point doesn't become scary. Once you become big boss and you get all of the guns in, and you got ammo for days, it doesn't become scary anymore. Like, it just becomes, oh yeah, I got something for you. Let me switch to the rocket. Literally, you're like Stewie. You're just let me go in the diaper and pull out what I need, and we can get it popping. So
time to issue that hurt.
Exactly. But you know what game I've been wanting to? I want to stream it with my wife. Is Outlast, the horror game where you're in like the psych ward at night, and literally you have a flashlight and batteries.
Nope.
If you want to play some horror game, play that game. That game starts off creepy and crazy at the same time.
I refuse. Because, see, this is the thing. My home is my castle. And I wish the cameras were working so people could see how dark it is in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, my house is old, so it makes a lot of noise.
I turned it into a game with my kids and my wife. I'm like, listen, everybody's scared to pay rent. So if there's a ghost or a monster here, just let them know that before he get to scaring people and doing all that extra stuff, he got to pay rent. So I told my daughter that, right? And she was like, yeah, there's a monster in the closet. I'm gonna go tell him that he got to pay rent. Hey, bro. Hey,
why is that like the most Islander thing I've ever heard in my life?
Gotta pay rent before you do anything extra here. Pay rent and put something on the groceries.
Hey, you know what's so funny about that? We have a little like hatch thing into our attic, and my brother came over. He's like, "Man, what if you hit the hall and you see some legs up there?" And I was like, I would actually be very frustrated because somebody been up in my house living rent free, There's a level. See,
that's the silver lining.
One thing I love, and I'm happy you brought it up. One thing I love about horror movies is that point when the main character gets that fuck it mode. When they that moment, when Busta Rhymes drop kicked Michael Myers.
Michael Myers beat his ass.
When you get to that point, I'm tired of this shit. I'm not fucking with you no more. Catch these hands. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
I'm going out in the blaze of glory. I love those moments. Have you seen that movie As Above, As Below? Or I think it's called As Above, As Below.
No, I have not.
Basically, long story short, there's a scene where this lady has to run all the way back past all the shit she got away from to get back to something. She turns into Marshawn Lynch. And it's from a handy cam perspective.
Oh, okay.
So all you see is her running and shoulder charging deep. Yeah. Hey, I was in the theater. I bullshit you not. I was in the theater cheering. Yeah, I'm that guy in the movie theater.
Listen,
I apologize.
It's funny. You see how you bring that up? I just instantly think that, just prepare yourself for that. I'm prepared to go the distance with a Michael Myers or something.
Oh yeah, it's going.
Yo, you go have to catch these hands. I just taught my daughter that about catching these hands. We go something gonna happen. I'm prepared for situation. Remember how a few episodes ago we were talking about the serious incidents at work and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
yeah, bruh. I'm prepared. Michael Myers show up, a tiger show up, zombies. Bruh, I'm ready. I am ready. It didn't where I work too. You have to be prepared at night and stuff. They be talking about coyotes. Bruh, if a coyote or mountain lion, I'm snapping necks. We gonna fight, and then I'm gonna eat you.
Hey, you know what's so bad? I thought I was really weird. I'll randomly be walking down the street and be like, man, if a dog came at me, I'm reaching down his throat and snatching his tongue out. I'm gonna be bit up and scratched up, but the dog gonna be gone.
I'm prepared to be chewed up. I'm prepared to get bit.
Mentally, I'm there.
But I'm fucking you up. I'm gonna rip your tail off.
It's going bad.
I'm ripping your toes off.
We're just gonna be both laid out. We love animals here at Adventures of the Black Nerds. We
sure do, but I will protect me. Sorry.
Did I say this is Adventures of the Black Nerds? I feel like I didn't even introduce the show.
No, you know what? We just jumped right into it. But
hi guys, at marker 20, at almost marker 20. Welcome to Adventures of the Black Nerds, where we love animals, we play video games and dodge zombies, and we have no problem throwing hands with Michael Myers.
But you know why it's funny. Video games is the reason why we think this way. I know it is for me. Yeah. Imagine playing Fallout 3 only first person mode. And you walk in and then out of nowhere you get hit from the back by a damn raider. You turn around. This is the raider with the raider mask on. He ain't got no eyes and all that type of stuff. I mean, I'm prepared, dog.
Creepy?
What's up?
I remember this was back when I was clearly something was wrong with me. I used to play horror games for some reason. I was playing Condemned Blood Origins or something like that. Yeah, and you walk into a apartment building and there's mannequins everywhere and they're all just looking at you. So you already think you're about to get jumped.
Yeah.
So you walk in the bathroom, wash your face, and then you look up in the mirror and a mannequin's looking at you. And then you turn around and it's somebody there swinging on you.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, bro. And then somehow they worked in a killer bear. But
I was so when I Am Legend came out, I was hoping they would have created a horror game for that. Because the reason why them people were scary is they only came out at night and they were fast as hell.
It's the speed, bro. It's the speed.
Bro, they were fast as hell.
First off, how do you beat somebody who doesn't get tired? It's cheating.
No, I'm not running. You don't have to catch these hands, bro.
Cheating. I'm trying to think. If I had to stand off on against a bunch of fast running zombies. At this point, without any training and preparation, I could probably get 1.5.
I'm getting
on my way out.
Bro, I'm getting
now,
somebody.
I'm gonna tell you, like, but then it depends. Like, let's say I'm by myself, just caught out in a bad situation. I could probably get 1.5. Now, if I got my kids behind me and some shit like that, I'm a spiritually empowered, and I'll probably get 3. Mm-hmm. But then after that, we all like I'm gone, so I don't know what they're gonna be dealing with.
I don't know.
Wait, you know what we gotta talk about? Old boy running in oh my god. And damn it, what was it where he left his wife in his house? The zombies came in and she tried to save the kid. And he ended up leaving his wife and took off running out the window.
Wait, why does that sound so familiar?
Oh my god!
Oh, that was 28 days later.
28 days. Yeah.
No, was it? Which one was it? Later. 28 weeks later,
he looked at his wife, and she was like, "Help!" And he jumped out the window. God. He turned into Usain Bolt. He was gone.
He was on the river with the boat. He jumped in the boat.
Then he threw the dude off the boat.
Yeah, that was some shit. Like, I'm not gonna front. That's ruthless.
Hey, what about when they made fun of it on the Boondocks though? When he said, "I live, you die. I live, you die."
Yeah, granddad.
He said, "Granddad, help!" Oh, hell no! I'ma kill you, rabbit.
I'm not gonna lie. That scene, as you bring it up, is funny. It's not funny, but
it's hilarious.
He literally looked. He looked and said, "Fuck this." How you leave the lady in the kid though?
Hey, but wait. How he wake up though out of a cold sleep? I live, you die.
Stupid. Oh, I miss the Boondocks.
Oh man, I miss it so much, bro.
I miss the Boondocks, man.
That show was pure gold.
I am the visual, the inspiration that made Lady C. Man, that song was dope.
Bro.
Oh, man. But, yeah. So, horror movies. Or horror games.
Horror games. For me, anything with jump scares is a horror game.
Yeah, well, you're probably gonna shit yourself with Resident Evil 2, so...
Don't worry, I'll wear my brown pants.
Please do. I gotta tell you something after this. I'm gonna write it down.
Gotcha.
But so, Resident Evil 2 is coming out. We haven't played it yet. It is being downloaded as we speak. I still stand on what I said before. I won't go too much into it, but I think the consensus. I mean, when I say consensus, I mean YouTube, Twitter. IG, anything IGN that reports it. A lot of people seem to have enjoyed the demo, so I'm kind of excited to see what the demo has, what kind of switch they did to it, and this is the only demo I'm gonna play this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not playing any other demos, but I'm gonna play this demo. Only reason why I'm playing this demo is to get back to answer the questions I had when we first reviewed that they're remaking the game. So, because
we did go hard on it.
Yeah. So we'll see. But other than that, you've been playing what this week?
Oh man, I've been playing the living hell out of Call of Duty Black Ops.
The duty.
Mm. I for some reason, whenever anybody on my friends list is on and we're running Call of Duty, I'm having so much damn fun.
Bruh.
Like I was literally running Call of Duty before we hopped on doing this.
Yeah.
Like I was literally streaming it. And but I'm not going to cancel because consistency is key.
Consistency.
I think I was even mid match, and I just was like, gotta go.
I gotta go. Yeah, I did hear you say that. I mean, see, I got my ass handed to me in the match of Call of Duty a couple weeks ago, and I was so bad. The dude was doing some outrageous stuff. I just turned the whole system off. Like I just shut it on down. I have not been destroyed in a game in a very long time, but these kids, these super kids that they got playing these games nowadays, boy, I tell you.
Okay, well let's talk about this. What I did not know is that a large majority of the Call of Duty community right now, they all run modded controllers.
What do you mean modded controllers?
Rapid fire.
Oh, okay. Damn, I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Now, of course, it makes it easier, and I get it why people would run like an Xbox Elite or a Scuff or something like that, because you got like jump shots. Mm-hmm. It's impossible to do a jump shot with a standard playing standard.
Hey, that's not 100% true.
Well, no.
Because,
of course, if you run claw, if you run another... No, I got you. But I'm talking about if I'm holding the controller normal and I'm running against somebody who know what the hell they doing.
Yeah, of course.
The time it takes for me to rate of... You know...
Yes, to do that based off of a normal controller without moving your hands to actually commit that command, yes, you're going to lose every time.
Yeah,
but the reason why I said that was because it's funny. I cannot use a regular controller no more,
and that's what I'm scared.
That's because since I've been playing with my Scuffs, I got 2 Scuffs. I love both of them. Nothing's wrong with both of them. Haven't broken them, and it's well worth the investment for me because it not only is it made gaming better for me, but it's also, I feel comfortable making these commands now. But before that, I used to have to jump shot by pressing X. I couldn't do claw. My hands is too big for claw, and they hurt. So that shit hurt when you try to use claw. And I tried to do claw for a while, trying to get better at Call of Duty. This is going back to Modern Warfare 3. So... trying to play claw, that shit didn't work out for me. So I started just using the regular X, playing tactical. So I play tactical with my I believe that's my right thumbstick is to crouch. So I use that to crouch now. So I was just literally, I would run, and how I would commit the command is I would run, and then right when I knew I had to, I would tap jump and then throw my finger right back on the aim and then shoot. And click and aim and shoot, and that's how I always did it. But when I tried doing it, now I took my whole set. I took my laptop to work and was remote playing. I couldn't do the shit. I was like, bro, I don't even want to play. So yeah, you're right. Even getting the controller literally takes it away from you, because if I don't have a Scuff in my hand, I'm not playing.
No, and that's actually a big fear of mine, and the only reason I won't commit, because even now, I mean, I started trying to work with sniper rifles because I never understood how everybody could do it, and I'm getting 12 and 10, 10 and 8. I might even do bad and do 12 and 15. But my point is that if I'm doing that with basics, I could only imagine what I would be doing
if you got a Scuff.
And then I found out about the snap to aim, and how all of that is based on movement, and it's hard as hell to keep moving and shoot. Yeah. While running a regular controller.
It's funny. One thing I had to learn, especially playing Call of Duty, was when the aim assist.
That's what I meant.
Aim assist okay, so that's what you were talking about.
That's what I was talking about.
The aim assist in certain video games it's strong as hell when you sit and think about it, because a lot of people, when they go to shoot, they'll aim and then they'll shoot this first target, kill it, but they will stay aimed in. If you watch professionals, if you watch people who do it, and obviously it's based off the engagement, but if I lock in, if I ADS lock onto you, shoot and kill you, and you're probably like 3 feet away from the next target, and they're in your your line of sight, literally you descope, and then re-ADS, and it locks on to you again. Yes. So that was something that I had to learn too. I had to learn that in SOCOM. It was a lot of games I had to learn that in.
And you know what's so crazy? I make the mistake of dragging my my aim instead of relocking.
Yeah.
Like that's something. So now my KD has dropped so much because I'm basically changing my whole play style. Mm-hmm. And I would rather play with the system than against it.
Of course. And it's funny, the community creates the meta. So the community finds out the best guns. The community puts everybody in the shows everybody like different routes to run, stuff like that, and like what attachments and shit and things that you should run inside of the games. I tend to pay attention to the community, but I also tend to run the game my way. You know, the guns that I like to use. If I like using this gun, I'm going to use it. You know, not based off of because the TTK on this gun is 0.7 faster than this gun.
TTK is time to kill.
Yeah, of course, yes, time to kill. Sorry, I'm assuming that everyone knows what I'm talking about. But I didn't get heavy into Call of Duty and even finding out websites that broke down all the maps and the meters. Range drop off. All of this stuff is in the game, but there's websites that'll break all of that stuff down for you. And I got heavy into that around Black Ops. So that's when I started really paying attention, really using try-hard classes and stuff like that. But I just feel like as long as if you're a casual player and you're having a lot of fun playing the game, even if you rage at stuff during the game, if you enjoy playing it, have fun with it, man. But I would, if anybody's out there thinking about getting a SCUF controller, I would recommend that you get one, but you also only use it when you're playing FPS games. There's no use to use a SCUF if you're not playing FPS games. And
first-person shooter.
Blah. See? I'm assuming you guys know. Sorry about that. But yeah, man, Call of Duty... I think this is one of the better ones in the past couple of years.
It's caught my attention, and you know me, I usually boycott it.
Mm-hmm. So it's pretty good. The competitive scene is doing really well as well. They just had their PLQ or their I don't even know the dang name for that, but it's their qualifier for the rest of their Pro League. Oh yeah, the Pro League qualifier.
Okay.
So they just had that. So
I couldn't correct you on that one because I didn't know that.
I damn near forgot about it too. But yeah, you play Call of Duty. Me, I haven't been playing too much. I've been trying to get back into editing. I also have been chopping up some Destiny clips. I was playing Destiny. I played Destiny a few times this week. But I haven't really been playing anything. I'm going to tell you what I have been doing, though, that's taken up a good portion of my time this week, is I've been watching Season 2 of The Punisher.
Ooh.
And boy, do I have to tell you, I won't ruin it, but I will let you guys know that it's. I don't think it's better than the first season. I think they didn't do... Other than the storyline, everything is still the same. He's still Frank Castle. He's still kicking ass, and he's still killing people violently.
You I don't know what happened, but maybe it was the cancellation of all the shows. Mm-hmm. But once I found out they all got canceled, my urge to watch them fell off so hard.
The only reason why I sat down and watched them is because I literally had nothing to do. I had nothing to. I literally had when I say I had nothing to do, I wasn't doing nothing, and the only thing I could do, I was bored of YouTube. I watched all the YouTube videos I had saved for my watch later. There was nothing on Twitch that I was looking forward to watching, and I literally was like, you know what? My daughter was watching Netflix earlier, and I still had it on my tablet. So I was like, you know what? Let me see what's on Netflix. And then I seen The Punisher was on there. Because then also you did a review for a movie that I can't wait to see, Polar.
Oh, yeah.
That movie looks amazing. It looks like Kill
John Wick's
Bill
daddy.
meets John Wick.
I called him John Wick's daddy.
He could be.
He looked like Snake Plissken,
But
but Russian.
I can't wait to see that movie. I think Netflix is about to kill it, man. They're about to kill it.
I'm watching, like right now, I'm trying to, and it's funny you bring it up because I'm going to finish it tonight. I started watching the movie I.O., which is about the end of Earth, or the end of humanity on Earth, and them leaving to go to the moon Io, which is a moon of Jupiter. Mm-hmm. And that movie actually it's different. It's not an action movie.
Yeah,
it's more of just a good story. But they kind of sold it as an action movie, action adventure.
Is it a movie or a series?
No, it's a movie. It's a movie on Netflix. And then of course, what else did I want to watch? Polar. And I still haven't watched The Bodyguard. I heard that show is dope.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I heard it is dope.
Yeah.
Netflix. But I'm going to tell you this. My problem, and I think we've talked about it early when we first started podcasting, is the TV overload.
Mm-hmm.
Something's got to give. Either I'm gaming or I'm watching a bunch of TV. And then I'm finally like deep into One Piece, which is 800 episodes, like 850 something episodes.
You're lost, dog. You're lost.
Bro, I'm at 363.
You're lost.
So, but now all my other anime fell off hard. Like, it's like it's natural. Something's gotta give.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm happy I got back into streaming, because of course I fell off for a while.
Yeah.
But I'm getting back into it. But what's funny is I'm not even doing nothing extra. Like, I'm not pushing it. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not hyping it up. I jump on,
do your thing.
Do my thing. I try to be as consistent as possible. But
consistency.
But it just, I'm trying to get my mind and body back in the flow of it. Because it's hard work. Just like even with creating content. Like, I feel like the only reason I do it as fast as I do now is because I'm in a flow. I couldn't imagine if I took a month or two off of making videos. I'd probably forget where the hell all my files and images.
Yeah, you wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah.
I can understand that. I literally had nothing else to watch, nothing else to do, so I started watching The Punisher, and I'm not. I don't regret it. It's a really good show. I think the storyline. When I tell you that I'm at episode 10, and literally episode 10, you're just getting he's the Punisher, obviously, and he's fighting two wars on two different fronts.
Oh, damn.
So now he's in a situation where he has to take care of one, then deal with the other. But the other is coming in, and now it's becoming a problem for him. While he's doing all of this, you're just now one of the fronts, one of the wars that or the battles that he's going on. You're just learning about that character's, like, you get pieces of his backstory, but you just now get to see him evolve into like the villain of the show. Gotcha. So now and there's only, I think, 13 episodes. I'm on episode 10, and you're just getting that now. So, and then it's still action packed. It's the turning point in the turning point in the movie, I believe, is now at episode 10. So it's really great. I recommend it. Please, if you get a chance, if you have nothing else to do with your time, or you just want a good watch, check out The Punisher. My wife is watching it. She watched season 1. She loved it. So she's watching season 2. Got mad because I'm on season 10. She didn't even know they came out with season 2. I'm like, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
I got you. No, I'm trying to think. I'm gonna watch it because I need to watch that. I need to watch Jessica Jones season 2, and I still haven't watched Daredevil season 3.
Me neither. I haven't watched Daredevil. That was on my list next, but
I literally have about 30 something episodes to watch.
I just have to get caught up. Like, once I get caught up, I'll be fine.
God.
So yeah, man, it's been a slow week for me this week, at least, gaming wise. But with TV and with a little bit of reading here and there, it's been pretty cool.
See, and with me, I'm so grateful I work in the audiobooks, man, because otherwise my reading or any type of intake of any reading would be completely abysmal.
Yeah.
I've tried to jump heavy in the comics, but once again,
Bruh.
something's gotta give.
Shout out Tone Deaf.
Tone Deaf.
Listen, after this, I'm gonna tell you about something. I would say it now, but this isn't the place for it. But yeah, I reread the Red Hood Rebirth.
Did you finish it?
I did not finish it yet. The only reason why I had started it, I forgot where I ended it. So I was like, you know what? It was so good. Let me start it over again. I don't know. The Red Hood he's about to get up there, man. That's one of my
Jason
DC
Todd,
favorites,
bro.
So.
That's actually the first comic book like video review I've ever did.
Yeah,
was for that, and I'll probably go back and do more of those. But what I love so much about it is how emotional. It's super emotional.
And his specific story is emotional.
Yeah.
Because of everything that happened with him dying and all of that stuff. So I recommend if you haven't read the story or read the comic on the Red Hood, please give it a listen. Cause
no lie. Go ahead.
I was even reading like where he made appearances with other characters like what's his name? I was about to say Deadshot.
Deadpool?
No, not Deadpool. Oh yeah,
Deadpool. That's Marvel. I'm sure.
Yeah, Deathstroke.
Got you.
And like how he had like a play in that with how he first and that was a question I was having. That's a question I want to ask Tone. When I was reading this one copy, it basically showed the first time Jason Todd ever met a Bizarro. Not the Bizarro that he had that followed him, that joined him in Artemis, but a Bizarro. So it was kind of, it was pretty cool, man. Just even going back reading those, that was the episode, that was the book that the comic that I read that made me say, let me start reading it over again. And I started reading them, and it was pretty dope. So yeah, I want to get into some other ones. I've been looking at some like Marvel ones, some Wolverine ones, some Deadpool ones. Deadpool is he's like the character that's everywhere. He's literally everywhere. He's in so many different realms of Marvel. He's just there. He just pops up. So I want to start reading some Deadpool stuff too. And go ahead.
For me, what I started reading when it came to Marvel was I went back and I was trying to read the complete timeline for the Infinity War and all that other stuff in Civil War. Mm-hmm. And there's something I actually recommend to people is it is Civil War Illuminati. It's Marvel Illuminati. And what's so dope about it is you're dealing with all the leaders of all the major good guys. Mm. And they decide to come together and create a group of people who make all the major decisions on behalf of Earth after the Kree War. Mm. Or I think it was after the Kree War. And basically, T'Challa or Black Panther is sitting there like, nah, I don't think this is a good idea. And then King Namor or Prince Namor, who I didn't know was such a goon. Namor, has no problem flexing and fighting anybody. And he outright threatened the land. He's the king of Atlantis. And he outright threatened, it was like, if y'all team up against us, I'll take it all underwater. And that's no threat. And then Namor swings on Tony Stark. Tony Stark's a drunk. Yeah, hey, bro. It
was bound to happen with him.
Oh yeah, But no, it gets super intense, and then it shows like how everything became what it was.
You know what's funny? And then that's something else I did this week too. I rewatched the Infinity War.
I only watched it once.
I had to go back and rewatch it because I felt like something was missed, especially with all of the news about Endgame coming out, all of the everybody saying Wolverine is going to make an appearance. All of this stuff. I had to go back and see if I missed something. And then with the announcement of Spider-Man Far From Home and how that is supposed to be after the events of Endgame, it was kind of like, did I miss something? So I went back and I rewatched it. It was still the same feeling. I still felt sad when Peter Parker died. Or not died. Yeah, died. I'm gonna just say died because at that point and then the damn the conspiracy theories behind Doctor Strange. And bro, yeah. I heard a conspiracy theory that was like, bro, if that's true, that's kind of epic. Like how they said that when he was doing the probabilities of how many out of the 4 million and whatever they only won one. And how the stone was going green when he gave it to him, how that wasn't the true time stone, that he sent the real time stone into the future to give to Tony at some point. And it was so crazy. I was like, bro, a lot of people got I was like, if this shit is real. And that brought me to a topic. I think we're almost done for today. But like having the community work for these big studios makes it so much better. I say this about video games and everything. Imagine if they said, listen, they take some ideas that a lot of people are coming up with and run with it. Like how epic some of this stuff would be. Like some of these games we play, some of these movies we watch, we were just, it was a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, we were just talking about our favorite, a game becoming a movie or becoming a show. Oh, and God of War got you see what I'm saying? It was like, whoa, man, God of War into a movie.
Oh yeah, Netflix is the God of War creator wants Netflix to do a series for God of War. Like he outright said it.
Imagine.
Oh, bro, that's gonna be amazing.
So,
I would want an older Kratos. I wouldn't want young destroying the gods Kratos.
I would want them, especially if they're gonna do it as a series, they have to start there because we know what we know. Yeah, we know what the old Kratos is about. We know what the old the younger Kratos is about, and I feel like if they skip those steps before he killed his father, it would be a catastrophe, especially as a fan. That the game fight scene was dope. Imagine if you could see that in TV form.
Let me tell you, when I imagine a God of War movie, I see it shot how heavy cinematography, a lot of wide shots, and actually, even though the game was very fast paced, I see a lot of slow motion, very violent, gruesome scenes.
That makes sense.
I see 300, but God of War.
Yeah, that makes more sense because it's not about like
it's not doing it.
They're not using guns. They're not using equipment. It's literally hand to hand, spears and arrows. That's the era of time we're in. So you don't want to miss anything with them, with those few steps that these characters are taking and movements that these characters are doing. Other than like him fighting, the gods with special powers and shit, like like Zeus with fucking thunderbolts and shit. Excuse my language, but he gets to fight Zeus with thunderbolts. He can throw thunderbolts. Imagine when they bring it out and they show the scene where when you start the game off fighting Poseidon.
Oh man,
bruh, you kill Poseidon in like the first 15 minutes of the game.
Yeah, you really do. The way they started that was ridiculous.
Like, damn, you just gonna drop your uncle like that though?
Man, with no hesitation. He didn't even pause.
Dog. Dropped your uncle. You killed your other uncle, took his you turned your swords into his hooks. You got Hades' hooks. Like, what's up, man? Dang, dog.
Bro, he killed everybody.
He killed the Titan. The Titan that had Pandora's box on his back.
and then, I mean, the way he murdered his cousin or his brother.
Yeah. Oh, he whooped Hercules.
Man, he beat Hercules something vicious.
Something destructive. Threw him into the wall. He embarrassed him. So if he, I would hate
and then
for
took
them,
his weapons.
And then took his weapons in front of his girl.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, if they were to skip those sections, I don't really know about that too much. They would need.
You know what would even be a dope way of doing it? Did you ever watch the first season of Arrow?
No, I did not.
So the first season of Arrow basically ran two different stories. It ran, spoiler alert, it ran, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot the Arrow's real name. Oh my god. Oh, that's gonna bother me. Barry Allen is the Flash, and Oliver Queen. So it ran Oliver Queen's story from his time on the island alongside his time in the present. And it would tell the story in flashbacks. But what's so cool is the flashbacks were so in depth that if somebody took their time and went and cut all the flashbacks on their own and ran it together, it would be a whole show in itself. Just a flashback. It wasn't choppy like, oh, here's a moment. No, it was like, here's 15 minutes flashback, and then it would jump to present. 15 minutes. So, I mean, there's a million ways they could do it, but I truly do see it shot in dramatic wide shots. Basically, I think it's Zack Snyder. I think they would need him to do it.
Yeah. This should be dope. I just can't wait. I mean, obviously, this is the talking stages of it. I think if they do this will open up the door to other video games, because I can tell you that I know there's a gang of games that got better storylines than some of the movies.
Oh, that we've hell watched. Yeah!
So
hell yeah!
Imagine that'll open up a lot of stuff. Imagine being able to we're going to create a game and then get a movie deal right after the game comes out. Bro,
that's double dip. You know what I'm super excited for? Is they got Tom Holland playing a young Nathan Drake, the guy who's Spider-Man now. They're gonna have him play Nathan Drake when he first meets up with Sully.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's gonna be epic.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I wanna play that game now. Uncharted was a very fun game.
I just love how he would get into really jacked up situations all the time.
Sounds like the Punisher.
Yeah.
Bruh, you sit your behind down. If you get some time, bro, watch the Punisher season.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty dope, too. So, well, I think that's time, man.
That's time, man.
Look at us. Killing the game, man.
We are going to figure out our technology. We will not let this technology run us.
It will not run us.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
And, dude, shout out to Tone Deaf Network. Much love to you guys, man. Seriously, blasting us off into the ether, into the universe.
Yeah, they just had a show. I was listening to it while I was gaming. They just had an episode of the Deaf Fresh show today.
Yeah, it was Deaf Fresh, right? Not Man Cave.
Or was it today?
It might have been a rerun. I keep forgetting the schedule. Sorry guys, we're butchering. But yeah, dude, everybody make sure go check out Tone Deaf Network, check out the family we're a part of.
Please.
Socially Awkward, all these different shows. It's dope, plenty of content. I mean, of course, and then we're on there.
And we're on there.
Yeah, and then check out our individual pages, Baron J67 on YouTube.
Well, here we go with this crap. XT Jones on all socials. Everything's in the description below. Here we go.
Hey, right?
I'll tell you, I'm gonna change my name, man. I'm gonna change my dang name. Y'all gonna start calling me something else, man. Why?
And I'm rambling, and I feel like I need to stop. And normally I would say I'm gonna go eat a bowl of cereal, but I'm not. Man. I'm probably gonna go fry up an egg real quick.
Some egg whites, bro. I just had like 7 egg whites earlier today.
I think that defeats the purpose of eating egg whites if you gonna have 7 of them.
I was hungry, man. I didn't measure out anything. I just literally poured everything into the day.
Oh, Jesus.
That was life.
You filled up a waiter. Why is it up that high?
Don't ask no questions.
Yeah, mind your business.
So, all right, man. Hey, man, listen. It's bedtime for me. I know it's bedtime for you. Good night. I will catch you in the morning. And to you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And peace out.
Peace.